if you look at Ghana and our infrastructure, we know that we have to host this event not just for Ghana, but for the rest of Africa. We want to send a message out there. Do you think, with what we've seen so far, with what we've put out so far, we can make that happen?
Because I've been to 4 or 5 African games, and I've seen the infrastructure that they have already made. But for the one that we have Ghana right now, it's fantastic. And I think when the athletes and the spectators or the officials, the journalists come to Ghana, they will enjoy it.
You've been there before. You've competed in Africa games before. What's the feeling like?
You want the viewers to see the facilities here.
It's normal. For me, like, I have 8 medals on my credit.
Yeah.
I've been to all African games in
Zimbabwe,
in Kenya, in Algeria. I have the experience, and I think it's good that Ghana is hosting these games. I've been there before, and I'm so excited. I don't know what to say right now. I can't wait for the opening ceremony.
What kind of benefit do you think Ghana will get from hosting this event?
You are 5.
After the game, we have all this infrastructure, and people are coming in. The economy, at least the economy will boost a little bit. Like
Plan to your right. Some facilities will be all right. Go to your right.
How important do you think these African games will be to the careers of these young ones?
Yes, once we have the infrastructure right now,
Plan to right.
at least they will make themselves serious. Now we are swimming, we are basketball, we have all these complexes. So my advice to the up-and-coming athletes, to make sure now we have the facility, they should bring their talent out, to make everybody know Ghana is
Mauli, you are alive.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel Tufo. Emmanuel Tufo is a legend. He's a winner. He's been to the Africa Games several times, and he's won 8 gold medals already. The Africa Games.
But it is a problem.
It stands to benefit. It has a lot of benefit from participating in the Africa Games. And of course, the fact that we are hosting it makes it even better, because there's a lot of infrastructure benefits which we are seeing here. The live commissioning of the Boteyman Sports Complex, which later will be turned into a university for development of sport. And I think it's one of the biggest and the most highlighted points of this celebration of Ghana hosting the Africa Games. Again, the athletes, their career, it is very important that the careers of these athletes are harnessed. So it's very, very important and critical for us to see them get that right mental stages and the right pathway through some of these games. So the Africa Games is here for the very first time. Ghana is hosting the event, and we're here for it. We are waiting for the President of the land, His Excellency ACCRA. He's a special guest of honor. He cut the saw for the construction of the Boteyman Sports Complex way back in August 2021, and he will be doing so again. This time around, he'll be commissioning the sports complex, which will be hosting one of some of the events here. It is one of the hosting venues for the Africa Games, the first Africa Games, and we are live at the Boteyman Sports Complex. I told you about that Wakari Lane, and the road that leads from that side, East Legon, straight to Boteyman, and decongesting our accessibility to the place. A lot of benefits here. You can see a lot of people here, Indian numbers, those who are here for the fun of it, those who are here playing very critical and key roles in this year's Africa Games. And that's the beauty of it. Everyone gets to participate. Everyone gets to have one bit of work to do around Ghana hosting an event. The last time Ghana hosted a major event was in 2008. I remember so well. I mean, can't do it. It was a thing of a beauty. It was fascinating. It was exciting. And we saw Ghana, winning on and off the pitch. And that's the most important thing. We want to win on and off the pitch. And like they said before, it is a lot of benefit to be derived from hosting the Africa Games. This is Ghana hosting the rest of Africa. It is big. It doesn't come easy, and we are hoping to get it right and spot on with every move that we make concerning this year's Africa Games. The first ever Games for Ghana. I mean, the first time we are hosting it in Ghana, and they are hoping to make it big. One thing about this edifice that it has a very, very spacious place, a spacious that can host about 200 or 600 cars, during a program. So it is quite a fascinating edifice. Trust me, there was over $145 million and will really be put into good use. And we are seeing the beauty of it at the moment. We'll be having Apregu Chakapama. Apregu Chakapama will be joining us as well. Apregu, here you go. Okay. So Apregu is with the Supporters Union. Apregu, there's a lot of confusion. Which Supporters Union are you in?
I'm the president of Die Hard Supporters.
So you are the president of Die Hard Supporters Union.
But in the Ghana Supporters, when we come together, I'm the communication director.
Okay. So with the Ghana Supporters Union, you are the communication director.
Yes.
But you are the president of the Die Hard Supporters Union. That's a branch of it.
Yes.
Fantastic. So we are, okay, so the president arrived in a moment, and we'll be having him grace the occasion, the special guest of honor, the president of the land, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo. He will be joining us pretty shortly. He is the main man of the event, and we're hoping to see him, commission today's edifice. A fascinating and enthralling atmosphere here at the Boteyman Sports Complex. So, Apregu Chakapama, the president is here, but big one, what are you looking out for today?
His Excellency
Okay, so
Mr. DJ,
His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo making his way into the forecourt of the Boteyman Sports Complex. This is history. This is what we'll be waiting for. The moment is here, and we'll be witnessing history. For the very first time, Ghana is hosting the Africa Games, the 13th Africa Games, and the president has promised that this is going to be the best Africa Games ever. The best Africa Games ever. So the president is here, and he will be helping us commission today's edifice, the Boteyman Sports Complex. The first gentleman of the land has arrived, and he is with his entourage, obviously making his way to his seat, and he's our special guest of honor. He's the one to commission today's program, and of course today's edifice, which is the Boteyman Sports Complex. Is the reason why we are here, of course, making sure that he invests in Ghana's future. This is Ghana's future, because it is going to be a developmental ground to breed and harness talent. Nana Akufo-Addo, the president, His Excellency, is the reason why we are here. He is the main orchestrator of the Boteyman Sports Complex, and at the moment we'll be having a national anthem
by the military band. Thank you so much, the military band, for that wonderful rendition of the national anthem. God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever the cause of freedom and of right. As I did indicate, the program is live on GTV, so those of us who are doing individual filming, be careful not to cross the cameras. Thank you so much. Good morning, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, Ministers of State, Members of Parliament herein gathered, Service Chiefs, Nime Name, members and staff of the local organizing committee for the 13th African Games, the Minister for Youth and Sports, Honorable Mustafa Yusuf, and his deputy, Honorable Bobie Ansa, members from the Inky fraternity, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official launch of the Boteyman Sports Complex. On August 30, 2021, exactly 30 months ago, His Excellency, the President of the Republic, cut the sword for the commencement of works to begin for this wonderful edifice. Today, to God be the glory, you and I are here to witness the fulfillment of his promise. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Ghana, on record, becomes the second West African country to host the Games after Nigeria did it in 1973 and 2003. Having practiced sports journalism for over 2 decades, it is irrefutable that never in the history of this country has any government invested so much in sports like what His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has done for Ghana sports. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Ghana is grateful. We're commencing the program with prayer, and Diana from the Ministry of Youth and Sports will give us the opening prayer. Shall we put our hands together for her, please?
Respectfully, shall we be in a prayer mood? Almighty and everlasting Father, we thank you this morning. We thank you for how far you have brought us. Father, we commit this morning's session into your mighty hand. We pray that give us success. Let this program be, O God, of a wonderful expectation. Father, at the end of the day, we will not cease to give you thanks. This and many other blessings we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Thank you for the short and concise prayer. Your Excellency, with your permission, I would like to introduce some dignitaries here in present. We have the Chief of Defense Staff, Lieutenant General Thomas Opon Pepra, the Controller General of Immigration Service, Mr. Kwame Esua Techi, the Vice Chancellor of the Premier University, University of Ghana, Madam Nana Abba Apia Amfo. Professor, thank you for being here. The Registrar of the University of Ghana is also in our midst. The Head of Civil Service, Dr. Agri Dako. Welcome, sir. Ambassador Emmanuel Enos, Director of State Protocol. Chief Director, Office of the Head of Civil Service, Mrs. Eunice Osai. The Greater Accra Mayor, Honorable Elizabeth Saki. Director General, National Sports Authority, Professor Chumesi. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Your presence is highly appreciated. At this point, His Excellency is happy for time, so straight away I'll call the Sector Minister, Honorable Mustafa Yusuf. I call him the affable Mustafa Yusuf to introduce the President to give us a brief speech. Shall we put our hands together for Honorable Mustafa Yusuf? Very hard-working, young, dynamic minister.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, my hard-working Deputy Minister, Honorable Evans Opoku-Bobie, Ministers of State present, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, Members of Parliament, the National Security Coordinator, the Chief of Defense Staff, the Municipal Chief Executive for Ladade Kotopon, Nananom, Nime, Name, my Chief Director of the Ministry of Youth and Sports, the Executive Chairman and the member of the Local Organizing Committee, the GFA President, President Kurt Okreku, National Sports Authority Director General, the Coordinator of the African Sports Union Council, the President of the Association of African Sports Federations, the Mayor of Greater Accra, members of the Technical Committee for the African Games, National Sports Federation heads here, members of the media, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I stand here before you once again with immense pride and excitement for another very important ceremony which propels us very close towards hosting and organizing the 13th African Games, Accra 2023. Today marks 25 to the Games after the countdown, which most of us observe at Legon. It is also a significant moment to commission the Boteyman Sports Complex by the first gentleman of the land, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Your Excellency, as we cherish this moment and look forward to us here in our 25 days time, I would like to reflect on the day that has brought us to this 25-day countdown and the significance it holds for the beautiful nation of our country. From the 100-day countdown to today, a lot has been achieved in the, especially the facilities we see here. I want to thank the contractors and the consultants and all the stakeholders who have made this beautiful edifice possible. Thank you so much. The journey to this, since Ghana won the 2018 to organize Africa 2023, the Ministry of Youth and Sports are with our partners and key stakeholders have faced numerous hurdles. The challenges and the obstacles have been present, which require quick and appropriate. But I'm confident to say that, Your Excellency, with unflinching support to the ministry, we have been able to overcome all these challenges through resilience, commitment, and determination that define our. Your Excellency, the forthcoming 13th African Games carries immense significance for our national development and beyond. The trail of the competition, the event serves as a catalyst for progress, growth, and development, and the construction of the state-of-the-art facilities in the country not only provide a platform for athletics excellence, but also contribute to the overall infrastructure development, leaving a lead generations to come. After Accra 2023, the facility will serve as a excellence platform for international competitions. This also align with government's long-term vision of transforming the entire infrastructure here at Boteyman sports for development. Distinguished guests, the reason for this convention is simple. That's the huge investment into this magnificent sports facility will not seek to achieve the sports development, but also sports for development, towards economic development of the country. In line with the UN Agenda 2010 and the 2063 and the Sustainable Development Goals, the development of sports infrastructure development, in particular, that competition development play a crucial role in the transformation of many countries. Therefore, the commissioning of the facilities we see here today by His Excellency the President of our country, it is my first hope that this facility will be maintained and sustained to continually keep the international standard for the continuous development of our sportsmen and women, as well as potential athletes. Distinguished guests, as we welcome teams from the over 54 African shows, we really to foster unity among African nations. That the games, the pride associated with it will contribute immensely to the enhancement of the image of Africa and build cohesion among African states and ensure general well-being of our individuals across the continent. Let's seize the opportunity to show the bonds that unite us as Africans and showcase the beauty of our diverse culture and our collective aspiration for better continents. As we count down to the games in anticipation of the rest of Africa, we also look forward to extending a warm Ghanaian welcome to all the athletes, coaches, fans, and officials. Our hospitality will reflect the warm friendliness to find our nation. We make your our guests not only memorable but unforgettable. Once again, I therefore extend a sincere call to all hospitality industry to embrace and take full advantage of the opportunities presented by these games. Hotels, restaurants, local business, taxis, commercial drivers, and this is your time. I encourage you to showcase the richness of our hospitality and ensuring that every year depart these first memories and in desire to return. The economic prospects of our hospitality sector are vast, and all stakeholders should see this movement to benefit. These are opportunities that His Excellency the President of the Republic envisaged. He endorsed the hosting of this competition, and he has remained resolute and totally committed to it. Before I conclude, let me take the opportunity to express my appreciation to all the stakeholders who have played a pivotal role in the preparation towards hosting and organizing the African Games. Now I have the singular honor to introduce and invite sports president of our land, the #1 sports supporter, the Agenda 11 president,
Excellency,
the Free SHS president, the One District, One Factory president, the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. Thank you so much.
Let's put our hands together for His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. Thank you, Supporters Union of Ghana. Thank you. Nana Addo is grateful. Thank you so much.
Minister for Youth and Sports and Member of Parliament for Yagaba Kubori and his deputy, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, Legon, the National Security Coordinator, the Chief of Defense Staff of the Ghana Armed Forces, and other heads of the other security services, Municipal Chief Executive for Tema West Municipal Assembly, the Executive Chair and members of the Local Planning Committee of the 13th African Games, President of the Ghana Football Association, the Chief Director and officials of the Ministry of Youth and Sports, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Boteyman and other traditional rulers, residents of Boteyman, fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen. We're gathered here this morning to commission this beautiful edifice constructed for the organization of the 13th African Games to be held in our country, as well as to mark the 25th day countdown to the holding of the Games, arguably Africa's biggest sporting event. It has been a long journey for us, which has been characterized by difficulties and uncertainties following the unexpected effect of the COVID-19 pandemic on our infrastructure development plans and general preparations. That is, using facilities at the University of Ghana, which were under construction, as well as our method has proven to be advisable. The University of Ghana are ready for the hosting of the 13th edition of the African Games. Despite loud calls by some pessimists for our nation to withdraw hosting the tournament, our country the massive infrastructure put in place for the Games, which will be a huge legacy for the country. with an estimated global audience of 2.2 billion people watching through traditional and social media. In its 57 years of existence, is hosting the question is, why has Ghana not hosted the African Games until now? The answer is simple. We are now ready to the continent here in Ghana. People and government of Ghana are grateful to the African Union for the first time in our history. The construction of the magnificent purpose Ghana for the to the development of much-needed sports infrastructure in Ghana. Over the last 7 years, my government has renovated the Accra Himijan Sports Stadium, the Keko Sports Stadium, and the Baba Yara Sports Stadium in Kumasi. In addition to this, government has built 10 sports stadia in the 10 original regions of our country. 6 of these stadia, namely Wa in Upper West, Dunkwa Onofin in Central, Axim in Western, Doma Hinkro in Bono, Ho in Volta, and Koforidua in Eastern, are ready, with the Koforidua Sports Stadium having been recently commissioned by me. The remaining 4 are expected to be completed this year. At the community level, government has invested massively in the provision of astroturfs for various communities across the country. Thus far, government has built some 150 astroturf pitches across the country. It is important to note that when I assumed office in January 2017, Ghana had only 3 public astroturfs in the country. We expect to construct another 100 astroturfs before the end of this year. This again demonstrates government commitment to the provision of sporting infrastructure to engender the right facilities for the development of sports in Ghana. Fellow Ghanaians, as we enter the final stretch in our preparations for the African Games next month, government, together with the African Union, the Association of National Committees of Africa, ANOCA, and the Association of African Sports Confederations, AASSC, and other partners will do everything possible to make our visitors welcome and ensure the best arrangements for planned events. I admonish the Minister for Youth, the Minister for Youth and Sports, staff of the ministry, and the local organizing committee to go all out and organize the best African Games in history. To this end, I pledge the full commitment of government to ensure that all visitors to the country are secure, enjoy the best hospitality Ghana has to offer, and experience the greatest of African Games. Accordingly, ladies and gentlemen, I have the singular honor and pleasure to declare the Boteyman sports facilities for the 13th African Games, Accra 2023, duly commissioned. May God bless us all in our homeland, Ghana, and make her great and strong. I thank you for your attention.
Thank you, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. You can do it better for him, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Ghana supporters. Thank you so much. Very soon, His Excellency will be at the Aquatic Center to do the official commissioning. But before then, let me seize the opportunity to acknowledge some dignitaries in our midst. We have the President of the Ghana Football Association, Mr. Keto Kreku. Oh, let's put our hands together for him. Director General of Prisons, Mr. Isaac Kofi Ejiri, is in our midst. Chief Fire Officer, Mr. Julius Kuno, is here. Mr. Kenneth Edu Amanfo, Director General, Narcotic Control. Director General, Police Intelligence. DCOP, Frederick K. Ejay. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, these are dignitaries who have been in our midst this morning, and there is the need to acknowledge them. It is now time for His Excellency, the President of the Republic, to do the official commissioning. And so from here, he moves straight to the Aquatic Center for the ceremony. We are pleading that very few people will be allowed access to the Aquatic Center for the President to do the karting, please. So it is not all of us who have the opportunity. Your Excellency, with your permission, shall we be upstanding as His Excellency works to do the official commissioning for us. The contractors and consultants are here. Respectfully, they should join His Excellency. We are grateful for the good work done. The President of GOC, Mr. Benuno Mensah, is also in our midst. Thank you for your presence. Of course, the Director of the Ministry of Youth and Sports is present here this morning. So His Excellency will move straight to the Aquatic Center.
Hardworking President. Hardworking President. Hardworking President. Hardworking President. African Messiah.
Please be reminded, the program continues after the official commissioning.
surveying. We also have the of
very soon
Broadcasting Corporation. Call here. So a lot of big men here.
Cut the tape
To grace the occasion. It is historic and a historic moment here for Ghana. For the very first time, we are hosting the Africa Games, the second West African nation to do so. The very first time in the history of the Games since 1965, Ghana is hosting the Africa Games. And so, of course, my boss, Mr. George Lomote, the head of broadcasting for the Africa Games, a very big man in that regard. It's His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo will be commissioning officially the aquatic sports complex. It is going to host the swimming event for this year's Africa Games. And it is quite a befitting edifice. So we are at the entry or a 1,000-seater capacity. We understand has a 10-lane Olympic standard, pools. But we'll be getting into, obviously, you'll be seeing for yourself what it encapsulates. So, the Boteyman Sports Complex officially commissioned, and it is set to host this year's Africa Games. The Boteyman Sports Complex officially has been commissioned. It has been opened. His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, and he makes his way into the complex. A thing of a beauty. I keep repeating that because it's just amazing. Just a glance of it. It's just amazing to see this edifice come to life. We were hard pressed for time, but it's finally here. Yes, we have just 24 days to the event, but again, it's very important it is already prepped up and ready to serve its duties, which is host the rest of Africa. This is historic. This is Ghana at the center of Africa, doing it one more time, hosting a huge tournament in the Africa Games, the 13th Africa Games. And at the moment, we are the Aquatic Sports Complex, the Aquatic Center. That's where we are at the moment. Remember that there's a dome, there's a multi-purpose hall, as well as a tennis center, tennis courts, and a recreational or playground as well for other sporting events. So there's a lot of events going to happen here. We don't really have the number. I understand 10 of the 29 disciplines will be happening here, but we'll get a full confirmation of that later on. Others will be happening at the Legon Sports Complex as well, at the University of Ghana, Legon. It will also be hosting some of the sporting disciplines. So the president has commissioned it officially. The Boteyman Sports Complex can host the Africa Games, can host the rest of Africa. And that is what we've been hoping for and waiting for all this while. Like I said, the president has been the main orchestrator for Ghana hosting this year's games. The investment and also playing a very key role. He managed to facilitate a negotiation agreement between major stakeholders. There was an impasse between the major stakeholders, that's African Union, AU, ANOCA, and AASC, as the African Sports Confederation. But through his judicious decisions, the president managed to get these bodies smoke the peace pipe and sign a negotiated agreement, because that impasse was adversely affecting the effort of Ghana hosting this event. But he's done it. The president has done it. He said it and he's delivered. He promised and he's fulfilled his promise. So the commissioner has been done officially, and His Excellency will take leave of us, and the rest of the inspection continues here at Boteyman Sports Complex. Remember that you're live on GTV, also live on GTV Sport Plus. This is a live coverage of the official commissioning of the Boteyman Sports Complex. The Boteyman Sports Complex is just an amazing benefit to the country. Like I said, this goes a long way to benefit us, not only in sports, but beyond sports, because it will turn into a university for development of sports, where we have people that's in Ghana and beyond the shores of Ghana patronizing this edifice. And of course, it will be maintained. It should be maintained. The maintenance culture is one thing that will be taken very a critical look at, because of what we've seen so far with already existing facilities. So very important atmosphere, and one to behold, because it is Ghana at the center of it all. Ghana will be hosting Africa on the 8th of March. It begins on the 8th of March. If you're unaware, the Africa Games begins on the 8th of March and ends on the 24th of March. So it has been quite an inspiring, program today, seeing how far Ghana has come. At some point, there were a bit of doubts about us hosting the event, but the LOC and of course the president himself managed to put all our lay-fears through their investment in making sure that Ghana is ready to host Africa. So officially, the commissioning has happened, and we are good to go. We know that every facility has been completed. According to the LOC, it's just left with the exteriors to have a final touch-ups. Then we'll have it fully completed. In just 24 days, we should be nearing or done with the venue in terms of completing it. So this it's a live coverage of the commissioning of the sports complex in Boteyman. There's a Boteyman Sports Complex, and that will be converted into a university after the Africa Games. It cost us almost $200 million just to make this happen. A very huge investment into this edifice, and we hope that it is well maintained and serves its purpose beyond the Africa Games. Beyond the 8th to 24th of March, this purpose should serve other duties. It should definitely be the hub of development of athletes and the promotion of sports. It should be. Ghana has spent so much in making this place ready. Not just here, but the Boteyman the Legon Sports Complex as well, and the rest of Ghana, Legon. A lot of money going into this facilities just to see Ghana make history. The second West African country to host the Africa Games since Nigeria, and the first time Ghana is actually hosting it. I think it's the first time Ghana is hosting a major event since Cannes 2008, and we all saw the happiness, the joy that Cannes 2008 brought us. Sure, this could give us beyond that when it all begins on the 8th of March 2024. An event that was supposed to come on last year, but was postponed due to obvious reasons. Facilities not ready up yet.
Could you please in the official
so we have one of the main orchestrators of Ghana hosting the Africa Games, the 13th Africa Games. It is history. This is historic for us. And the main orchestrators, well, the president is taking leave of us, but the other orchestrator is the minister himself, Honorable Mustafa Yusuf. Honorable, congratulations once again.
Thank you so much.
You guys looking at Looking at the edifice and the facilities, we can confidently say that Ghana is ready to host Africa.
We are ready to host the rest of Africa here. Comes 8 March 2024, and you can see that the president has just commissioned a 10-lane competition pool, a 10-lane warm-up pool, which is just right here. And also we have a multi-purpose hall, which can take about 1,000 spectators, with that we are going to use for basketball, volleyball, handball, badminton, and other indoor games. We have 5 tennis courts, 5 of them, one of them covered with spectator stand, 1,000-seater with VVIP seat. We have multi-purpose dome, and this multi-purpose dome also 1,000-seater. Aside that, we have got a football pitch which is just behind the aquatic center, with a track, running track, and the running track is also installed by Mondo. Mondo is the world #1 track installer by the World Athletic Body. So we are ready. And when you go to University of Ghana, we have the University of Ghana Sports Stadium upgraded, and it's also completed. We've done a warm-up track and a warm-up field, which is just 5 meters away from the main bowl, and it is a requirement for these Olympic Games. Aside this, we have the Rugby Stadium. The Rugby Stadium is also built. It's one of the biggest in West Africa. The Rugby Stadium is also at the University of Ghana. We have the cricket oval also being done at the cricket stadium. Aside that, we have hockey. The hockey pitch too is being worked on. So Ghana is ready. The only thing I want to appeal to Ghanaians to support the ministry, support the government, and support the LOC, the local organizing committee, to organize the games. I have here Beatrice, who is the head of the medical and anti-doping. Yeah. All the anti-doping issues have been resolved. She's working around the clock to ensure that everything is put in place, because clean sports is now one of the topical issues when you are organizing such a big mega sporting event. They want everybody, all the athletes, to be very, very conscious of taking substance before competing. And they will be making sure that every athlete that is going to be here, the issues of doping issues and clean sports is something that is going to be done.
One more question before you go. We know that a lot of money and effort has been pumped into this. The benefit cannot only be limited to sports. What other benefit do you think the country stands to derive hosting these games?
It's going to create a lot of jobs. And you can see that even right away from the construction stage, we've engaged over 2,000 staff here. People doing labor work, artisans, and apart from that, security. And going forward, a lot of jobs are going to be created. Aside that, we are going to use this facility to also drive traffic. It's not just for this competition. Beyond the competition, we organize international championship. For example, the continent can host the international swimming championship here in Ghana, because this facility is going to be certified by the World Aquatic Body. And once it's certified, then any championship can be held here. Also, apart from that, even the World Swimming Championship can also be held here. Then we have other sporting disciplines. All the federations can now have their championship here, national championship. We are using this infrastructure, massive infrastructure that His Excellency has done across the country, to launch a national sports festival where we are going to develop talent from the grassroots to the regional, district level, to the regional level and national level. We are shifting our focus from sports promotion to sports development, so that we can develop more talent to compete for our country, and also to carve career. Sports is now a career. We have to carve career for themselves.
I like that. Let me get Madam Beatrice also in there. Beatrice, you are in charge of every medical operations under this for this Africa Games. Tell us, how prepared or how ready is Ghana to make sure that we don't have any issues regarding, doping or medical reasons? Yeah.
So our medical approach is both preventative and reduction of what can possibly happen. So we are engaging in a lot of public health, engaging the athletes on their personal safety, and then we have over 400 medical professionals who would handle, in addition to working closely with the chief medical officers, the CMOs of the various countries. We have satellite clinics in the various training and competition venues. And for Boteyman, we have about 40-bed clinic capacity, same for Lagos. So in terms of medical preparedness, I think that we are almost at the white level.
So walk us through, help us understand, educate us a bit. So every athlete comes here and comes under your needle. They come under your needle. They are scrutinized by your medicals. Is that what happens?
So what it means is that teams are supposed to come with their own medical teams. But in the event that teams do not come, we are going to provide support and backup. So that's basically it. Let's be honest. Some people may have, but they may not be able to bring them because they may have come with some financial costs. So we have more than enough, even for spectators. Yeah, so that's how prepared we are as the Medical and Anti-Doping Subcommittee.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure having you. And of course, we are looking forward to a comprehensive and a well packaged ACCRA Games. Medically, security-wise, fan-wise, frenetic-wise, broadcasting-wise, we have you. We are covered. Live on CTV Sports Plus as well. This is going to be huge. It's huge for us. And of course, we're going to see the national colors of Ghana. Team Ghana, this Team Ghana, fascinating. It's fascinating. So this is what Team Ghana will be wearing. And this is Friday and I, a remarkable outfit from Team Ghana. Remarkable outfit for Team Ghana. This is beautiful. This is lovely. Lovely outfit. Team Ghana, say yeah! The red, yeah! The yellow, the green, and the black in there as well. So we are unveiling the Ghana heavily represented in these colors. The jerseys are massive for Team Ghana. Customized, made in Ghana, very beautiful jerseys. These are the jerseys Team Ghana is going to use for the tournament. These are the jerseys with which they are going to win the gold medals for Mother Ghana. Very beautifully designed. Let's give them a big round of applause. With the black stars, the flag of Ghana, and of course the national colors, red, gold, green. As they leave, we will also bring the official t-shirt for the tournament. So thank you, Team Ghana. Let's give them a big round of applause. Let's put our hands together for Team Ghana. Please, please. These are the jerseys for the tournament. Very beautiful. With some contemporary designs, with the national colors, red, gold, green, the flag of Ghana, and of course, the official logo for the 13th African Games. These are the official t-shirts for the tournament. We will be selling them very soon, and we will let you know where you can buy them so that you also can have these kits. Can you please just turn around so that they see the shirts? And then just walk around and then go out to the t-shirt. Give them a clap. Official shirts of the African Games. Let's clap for them, please. Let's put our hands together for them as they do. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you for the catwalk. More beautiful, more colorful. It's more very colorful, and that's the more beauty of it. It is the Africa Games. It is a thing of a beauty. If you've been here, or if you are here at the Boteyman Sports Complex, trust me, you appreciate what I've been saying. I mean, all day. It is a sight to behold, and it is one edifice that will make us proud. Thanks to the organizers, thanks to the president, thanks to the minister, thanks to the LOC also for making this happen. We are done with the first phase already. The second phase will be the commencement of the event on the 8th of March 2024. This has been our live coverage of the commissioning of the Boteyman Sports Complex. It is one of the venues to host the Africa Games. We still don't know the number of disciplines, but we know quite a number of them. 9-10 disciplines can't be hosted here, but we'll get an official number, an official confirmation of the number of events that will be taking place. We know that swimming for sure will be here. Aquatic Center, Aquatic Sports Complex, well certified by the aquatic body, the international body, and they made sure that we have a very standardized aquatic pool, a 10-lane pool with a warm-up pool as well. It is quite holistic. for every athlete and for the countries. At the moment, we have the ACCRA 2023 torch. The torch flamed, and it's going to tell a bigger story. The story is that Ghana is ready. The story is that Ghana is about to host the Africa Games. The story is a historic one. The story tells our culture. It tells the Ghanaian story. It tells the African story. It tells a colorful story. It is a thing of beauty. It is a wonderful sight to behold. And the torch been held by Mr. Rex Robbie. Mr. Rex Robbie, lifting the official torch, and it will be flamed. The start of the event on the 8th of March, and we will get to officially announce to Africa that the game has started. So, according to Mr. Rex Robbie,
this will be going around Africa from next week. 5 countries: Egypt, Kenya, Nigeria, Cameroon, and South Africa. Then it goes to Tamale, Kumasi, Volta region, and it ends up March 6th in Koforidua. On the 7th, it will be taken to Jubilee House, and then on the 8th, it will be used to light the cauldron. Osei!
Let's put our hands together once again for the Deputy Chief Operating Officer of the LOC. So that is the torch that is expected to travel across some countries in Africa to let the rest of Africa feel a part and know that Ghana is ready. Our beautiful country is ready to showcase our hospitality and our rich culture. The rich black man living in a forest.
And the rest of Africa will know and will get a feel of the opening ceremony of the Africa Games. So that's it. The Africa Games.
Chief Director, Ministry of Youth and Sports.
One of his venues commissioned
and join us for the vote of thanks. Chief Director will join us for the vote of thanks.
Where is Faisal? Faisal.
Mr. William Kate, Chief Director, Ministry of Youth and Sports, please join us here for the vote of thanks. And then Mr. Osman Ahmed Khalid Guru will give us the closing prayer.
Faisal, where are you, please? Could you come to the car?
Ghana supporters, please hold on as Mr. William Kate, Director, Ministry of Youth and Sports, gives us the vote of thanks. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On occasions like this, we also recognize those who have contributed in various ways to make the program a success. Shall we start by thanking the Almighty God for making us beneficiaries of today and blessing us with fine weather, in fact, a generally good ambience for us to have this. God, may your name be glorified. Shall we thank His Excellency the President for his vision to put up this magnificent sporting edifice. Not only that, but also to ensure that the budget for it is provided and given out to us timeously. The sleepless night he stayed up to help the ministry, UCSA, ANOCA, and AU resolve all the knotty issues concerning the sporting program. We are grateful to His Excellency the President. not forgetting the hard-working minister, Mr. Honorable Yusuf Mustafa of the Ministry of Youth and Sports, your Deputy Honorable Ivan Spoku-Bobie, for your hard work. I remember our meetings that you keep saying that in the line of duty we shall fight, we shall shout at one another, in an effort to deliver a very good game. And if you fall in the line of fire and they shout at you, don't take it personal. Just say that it is in a line of duty. We thank you all for helping the LOC chair and members of LOC, your monthly visits to the site to advise the contractor, the federation heads, the chiefs and people of the area who even allowed us to work on Sundays, which is against their tradition. We are so grateful to you. Nime and Name, thank you all. And finally, the consultants, the contractors, we thank all of you for the hard work you put in bringing this edifice to this level. May I finally thank all who are present here for making time to be with us and for helping us to make this program a success. Let's keep the faith alive, and God bless us all. Thank you.
God bless you, the Chief Director, Ministry of Youth and Sports, Mr. William Kati. Mr. Osman Ahmed Khalid Gugruwe, a member of the LOC, will give us a closing prayer. Please bear in mind the media. Immediately after the closing prayer, you see Mr. Ahmed Gugruwe to interact with you. It's a language the journalists understand.
Okay. Shall we pray in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. ربنا عليك توكلنا وإليك أنبنا وإليك المصير. يا الله يا رحمن يا رحيم يا قدوس يا فتاح يا شكور يا مؤمن يا محمد. إن هذا لفي صحف أولى صحف إبراهيم وموسى. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى سيدنا محمد كما صليت ورأيت وباركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. Amen. Thank you very much. My good friends from the media or from the Inky fraternity, please get in touch with me for an interaction. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. This is where we draw the curtain. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. At the media, be reminded that some of the disciplines will test around the facility. So if you want to cover, you are allowed to do so. Thank you so much. See Ahmed Osman Khalid Gugruwe, the man who offered the closing prayer. Afterwards, you are at liberty to cover the test run of the sporting disciplines. Thank you so much for being here. God bless you. My name is Dan Kwekuyaboa, a member of the LOC, and I've been your master of ceremony. God bless us all.
And gentleman with us, obviously, he's a huge figure in all this, and we'll let him introduce himself and tell us the key role he's playing in making sure that Ghana hosts a very successful Africa Games. Boss, your name one more time.
My name is William Blick. I'm a member of the International Olympic Committee. I'm former president of the Uganda Olympic Committee. Great. And a board member of the Association of National Olympic Committees for Africa.
Wow.
But I am here in my capacity as a consultant, helping the Ministry of Youth and Sports to deliver these games.
With what you've seen so far, can you confidently say that your outfit, yourself personally, and the International Committee is impressed with Ghana's readiness to host Africa?
I think the most important thing for me is infrastructure. And I've just heard your president talk about the significant investment in sports. I've visited the University of Ghana and I'm very impressed with the stadium and the facilities that are in a university. This is a world-class facility at Boteyman here for swimming, for tennis, for athletics, for tennis, volleyball, handball. It's fantastic. I think Ghana has shown Africa that these things are possible. And I think these games are going to be one of the best games that the African Games have been able to showcase on the African continent. This is my 7th major games I'm involved in as a consultant. And I'm also involved with Brisbane 2032 Olympic Games. I sit on the organizing committee. Wow. The efforts by the minister, Honorable Yusuf, Mustafa. He's very personally involved, and I like the energy he exhibits as a minister. With the chief director, Mr. William Kate, and the entire team at the ministry, as well as the LOC with Dr. Kwaku, I think they've got a very good team to deliver very good games for Africa. And I think for me, this is a good showcase of what Ghana can be able to do on the African continent. Most importantly for me is there is a museum, an international sports and Olympic museum that's going to be launched on the 8th. I might be breaking this news to you, but it's part of the game's legacy that Ghana will be remembered as a city, a capital of Africa for sports. And I think the Sports Museum will have exhibits from all over Africa and all over the world, and people will be able to come and appreciate what African athletes have been able to do at the Olympic Games, at Commonwealth, at the various World Cups, at the various World Championships. And Ghana has contributed significantly to the international sporting scene. So
I like that.
I'm very happy to be here in Ghana and part of the African Games.
I like that. Olympic Museum, you know, for one of the legacy already is that this edifice will be transformed basically into a university for development for sports. I know you follow this game, you're a member. How significant is the African game to the growth and development of talent on the continent?
I think it's important that universities take a leading role in sports. Sports and education go together, and you have an educated athlete. But I think the university playing a key role is very important because that helps the grassroots development. And I think now the government of Ghana needs to go one step lower, and they go to schools and they go to communities. I think then you'll have a very good supply of sports talent coming through the ranks of Ghana. But again, University of Ghana is playing a leading role, and I think that is very, very important. And it needs to go down one step further. Of course, funds allowing and, you know, with time and planning, I think Ghana is on the right track to become a real sporting nation, not just in football, because Ghana are known for their football, but in other sports as well. And I think Ghana has a lot of potential.
I like that. Thank you very much, Mr. Bamlek.
And thank you.
I mean, obviously you're enjoying Ghana. How long have you been here?
I have been in Ghana.
In and out. You can zoom.
I've been in Ghana in and out. This is my 4th time here.
Wow.
But I'm enjoying the energy of the people to host these games. I think is very important. Thank you.
How do you describe Ghana?
Ghana is beautiful. Ghana is, for me, it's the heart of Africa.
I like that.
The people of Ghana are really a symbol of Africa.
I like that. Thank you very much. Great to knowing that from you, international member of sports. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's one of the key members, Mr. Bamlek, former Uganda, that's president of sports. That's the Association of Ugandan Sports. And he's been a fantastic figure in all this, and he's says Ghana is the heart of Africa. Well, that's a huge one, and a huge comment coming from the man himself. So it's all over here at the Boteyman Sports Complex, where we had official commissioning of the Boteyman Sports Complex, which is one of the venues to host the 13th Africa Games. The big games begin on the 8th and ends on the 24th. And it's definitely going to be live on GTV Sports Plus. We'll be giving an update, every update. Follow our social media handles on Facebook and Instagram, on X, GTV Sports Plus, at my GTV Sports as well, and get the latest updates regarding the 13th Africa Games. My name, Isaac Tete. A very big thank you to you two for being part of the program. We're out.